Good morning class. Now today I will start in this third unit, second chapter, third unit, theory of income and employment. In this third unit, your second chapter, income determination and multiplier. So first of all, here we are going to discuss income determination. So determination of the equilibrium. In the economy, equilibrium we will find out where aggregate demand should be equal to the aggregate supply. And we know what are the components of the aggregate demand? Consumption plus investment. And what are the components of aggregate supply? Consumption plus savings. Because we know AS is equals to Y. So, आपका ultimately you will get I equals to S. So that means if AD is equals to S, so automatically S is also equals to I. So there are the two approaches of determining the equilibrium. First one is your AD equals to AS and S equals to I. So one by one approach we will discuss over here. And one approach is fixed in the board exam. Either they will ask you the disequilibrium condition, they will ask you the disequilibrium condition from both the approaches, maybe 6 mark question, or maybe they will ask you the 4 mark question, or any one approach can be asked. But this is short question which you will get in the board exam. So first of all, let's start with the first approach, that is aggregate demand should be equal to aggregate supply. Aggregate demand, that means the demand of the whole economy of all the goods and the services, it should be equal to the supply of all the goods and the services in the whole economy in an accounting year. Aggregate demand curve, we know that curve starts from origin, from zero level. So aggregate demand curve will start from y-axis. Here it is C plus I, and this one is your Y, that is your income, or Y को आप AS भी बोल सकते हैं. Okay, so that means this one is your diagram. Now see the diagram. Here I am telling you the explanation. First of all, aggregate supply, it represents your national income. It is expressed as a 45-degree line from the origin, and its component is C plus S. So Y is your national income and Y is your aggregate supply also. Now second one is your AD curve. AD curve is the vertical summation of the C plus I, okay, and it starts from the y-axis. Now, according to this approach, the economy will be in the equilibrium where AD is equals to AS. Okay, so that means the economy is in the equilibrium at point E. You can see both the curves are intersecting here at point E. Here is your point E. It is intersecting at this point. So at point E, the economy is in equilibrium because the level of desired spending on consumption and investment is exactly equals to the level of total output or income. That means आपका AD and AS, that means your planned spending is equals to planned output. Now, how aggregate supply and aggregate demand will be adjusted? See, equilibrium occurs when planned spending or aggregate demand, it should be equal to the planned output. Output means AS. So planned spending refers to the people, those who are planning to purchase final goods and the services during the year. That means your aggregate demand. Similarly, planned output means the production units planning to produce final goods and services. That is your AS. और आपकी डायग्राम में Y it is shown as, ठीक है. So that means both should be equal to each other. Now another thing, now how we can show the adjustment in this diagram, how the economy will reach up to this point E. First of all, see, if you will see this diagram, that means below the point E, below the point if you will see, you can see that income is this much. That means AS आपका lower है as compared to the aggregate demand. Aggregate demand is above than aggregate supply. So here it is also shown aggregate demand is greater than aggregate supply. So if this situation happens in the economy, then how the economy will reach up to this E point at the OY level of the income and output. So to reach up to this thing, if aggregate demand is greater than aggregate supply, that means that planned consumption is more than the planned output. That means people are demanding more as compared to the producer's planned output. So existing stock which is available in the market with the producers, that is less because people are demanding more. Their planned spending is more as compared to the planned output. So existing stock is less. So in this is your condition. So in this condition, how the economy will reach to the equilibrium? Now producers will start producing more because planned spending is more as compared to the planned output. So in this condition, now the producer will start producing more and they will continue this production more till aggregate demand will equal to aggregate supply. The same thing is shown over here. That means if aggregate demand is greater than aggregate supply, so that means economy is at this point, maybe Y1. So now the more planned output will be there, so आपका increase होगा output तब तक जब तक कि दोनों एक दूसरे की equal नहीं आते and AD becomes equals to AS. Similarly, third point you can see at this point, after the equilibrium point. After the equilibrium point, you can see your aggregate output. That means aggregate supply is more as compared to the aggregate demand. That means planned output is more as compared to the planned spending. So in this condition, what the producer will do? Okay, so in this condition, your planned output is more as compared to the planned spending. So that means this is also the condition where the economy is not in the equilibrium. Now ultimately the economy has to reach up to the point E where aggregate demand and aggregate supply should be equal. Planned consumption is equals to the planned output. So in this condition, now the income should be reduced up to this level. So that means in this condition you can see that aggregate supply, that means planned output is more as compared to the planned spending. So ultimately means people are not purchasing the commodities in the market. So unwanted stock is remaining with the producers. Because supply is more as compared to the demand, so unwanted stock is existing with the producers. So in this condition, now what will be the reaction? Now producers will cut down the production. They will start reducing the production and they will continue this thing till AD become equal to AS. So this is your first approach, aggregate demand equals to aggregate supply. See, this is the determination of income. Determination of equilibrium will be done when AD is equals to AS. Components of AD is C plus I and components of aggregate supply C plus S. So C to C cancel है तो आपका I equals to S. ये दोनों भी आपके फॉर्मूले हैं. अगर आपको कोई वैल्यू AS की मिली है तो you can keep it as equal to AD. If savings are given तो according to the approach S equals to I होता है तो you can keep the same value also. Now there are the two approaches to determine the equilibrium in the economy. First is AD equals to AS and second one is S equals to I. This we have shown with this diagram. According to this diagram, Y is your AS, that is the planned output, and AD, that is the aggregate demand, that is the planned spending, and the components of AD is C plus I. Why we know that income starts from 0 and AD starts from the Y axis? Because for the survival, autonomous consumption is there. Now both the curves are intersecting at point E. This is the point where the economy is in the equilibrium. At this point AD is equals to AS, that means the planned spending is equal to the planned output. Now before that point AD is greater, that means the planned spending is more than the planned output. Output कम है but people are ready to purchase more. So when output is less as compared to the demand, so existing stock less है, so now the producers will start producing more. Similarly, after the point E, after the point E, your planned spending is less as compared to the planned output. तो output ज़्यादा हो गया है तो that means stock is remaining in the market. So ultimately unwanted stock is available in the economy. So just to clear out this unwanted stock, now the producers will cut down the production and they will reduce the production till AD becomes equals to AS. So ultimately the economy will again reach up to the point E and the equilibrium level of income, output or employment will be OY. This is your first approach. Now tomorrow we will discuss the second approach.